everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Engineer's Life 2. We are currently hanging out in the main base because we need to go look at a few things that I have done in between episodes. So first things first, if you notice, I now have a nice netherite pickaxe, and that's because we now have a decent amount of netherite because I went to our little area up here in the end. Let's see, nether roof and I'm playing a different pack dingy. Went over here, and I actually probably need to go ahead and grab these and fill them back up. Went and built the excavator over this chunk that has the archaic dig site in it, and we have since gotten a little bit of stuff, and I need to come back up here and grab some more of that because it is kind of just slowly doing what it needs to do. I tested a few things as far as trying to power this thing, and I finally just figured out that we'll just slap a diesel generator down here and bring a couple of these tanks or these fluid barrels up here as we need to, just fill them up off of the system that we have at the main base, and then just let the thing run until it runs out of fuel. So we've got the chunk loaded and everything seems to be functioning. We are going to have to start working on I forget that's here. I need to start working on possibly getting some more of this quartzite vein figured out and found, because we're going to have to start mining for nether quartz fairly soon, because we're going to need to start looking at doing some stuff with refined storage. So let's go back to the overworld if we can. I think actually I'm going to have to, my inventory is a mess, excuse me. 1 second, let me see, where is our book of experience? Beautiful. Can I have a few levels, please? Thank you. All right, let's go back to the new base. And I need to put this away so that I don't have it messing up my inventory, and then we can put a few things like this away because we're keeping the gravel. The gravel is very necessary for other things, and I'm going to run upstairs and toss these netherite things into, or the netherite, what is this, scrap ancient debris, put that in here and let that work on that for a little while so we can get as much out of that as we possibly can. So on to some more fun stuff. Last episode, we built a machine out here that was going to make charcoal for us, and I have since done a couple of things. One is who knows what I'm saying here today, is I went ahead and set the farm back up that was right here. I moved it over into that corner, and we're now growing a considerable amount of trees, enough that we're keeping up quite well with the dark oak logs and the spruce logs. I'm picking those two trees mainly because, like always, 4 saplings gets you a lot of wood per tree. So like that's a stack at least of wood for just 4 saplings. So the dark oaks seem to be growing a little bit better here than the spruce are growing, but they are doing what they need to do. Likely we will probably just be using the spruce as a building block or as things and stuff like that, and the dark oak is going to be the thing that is going to help us create lots of charcoal. So I did go ahead and put down a silo. We have a nice item silo sitting over here with about 3,000 charcoal in it. It's actually been running really, really well. And I am feeding this machine for right now using the simple storage system that is currently monitoring and managing that thing. This is still the easiest way to take care of small little projects like this, because it's just, I don't have to worry about trying to turn things on and off or, whatever to try to make stuff work. So the wood is then being delivered, I should say, out of there into this chest, which this chest is continuously going to have stuff in it and is going to then be, dumped out by this covered extracting conveyor belt into this conveyor line that then goes over to those 2 silos. I've been kind of fiddling around with this, trying to get it to work the way that I think it should work. And I guess we're just going to turn it on 4 and let it unload, because it just cannot keep up. Now, there's a couple of little problems I do have yet that I need to figure out and I need to sort out. I may just end up sorting it out over in the main base, but I did try to get this silly trash can to work, and for whatever reason, the priority system here is not fast enough to understand that I need to just dump stuff into that trash can, namely the, the spruce tips and the acorns that we're getting off of these oak trees. So we're going to have to kind of play around with that for a little while. And why is that all of a sudden going down? Are you emptying? Why are you emptying? No. Okay, you're not emptying. I thought it was emptying. It looked like it was not working correctly. Anyhow, did a few more little things. I did kind of start building a little bit over here, and we've got a kind of a somewhat structure going on around the steel making facility over here, factory, whatever you can call it. It's still kind of a work in progress. There's plenty of neat little kinds of bricks, and I kind of wanted a little black room, or at least a kind of a darker looking nasty room, because I mean, we do have coke ovens in here, and we do have two what do you call these, improved blast furnaces. These things, if they actually like smoked and made, this is a really nasty process. So we're going to do a little bit more decoration on the outside once the time comes. But I did go ahead and hook up the creosote line so that it goes all the way around over to this little spot, and went ahead and flattened that area, built it a little bit, so that today we can kind of do a little bit of goofing in here. There's one little more project I want to do with you guys before, because of the fact we now have automated wood continuously. This is a good thing because this is charcoal all the time, and for that matter, we can do some stuff with that charcoal like we showed before. Charcoal is going to be how we're going to get... There it is, right here, the graphite dust that we need for extreme reactors. Now, graphite dust is usable for several different things. First off, we're going to need it for the graphite bars that we need in order to be able to build some of the extreme reactor parts. It's also a way that we're going to be able to create more fuel later out of the excess gasoline that we have. So we can take a little bit of graphite dust, a little bit of gasoline, and get some biofuel. And the biofuel we can then mix again with some gasoline to get some more biodiesel. So we're going to lose a little bit to get it, but it's kind of one of those things. Now, there was another thing that I noticed in here too that I guess I didn't pay attention to, is this recipe. If you're running like really crazy amounts of coal coke or whatever for those coke ovens, you can take that creosote, mix it with a little bit of plant oil, and do the biofuel recipe right here, which again, then you mix that with a little bit of gasoline to get some more biodiesel. So that's actually a really nice thing. And for what it's worth, we're making plant oil like nobody's business. I mean, I have plenty of seeds over here that we can crush down, and I really got to quit hitting things. It's things we can crush down and actually make more of that. So I might, instead of trashing that stuff over there, we may end up doing a little bit of that. So that may be another later on down the line kind of thing. Anyhow, what I want to do today in here is I want to do a couple of things, and I don't want to hit the button incorrectly. There is one thing, before we get into today's stuff, I did do one thing. This was super stupid, framey, and terrible, and horrible, and nasty, and we were fighting with the farms over there as well, as you guys recall. I went ahead and installed Optifine just because I got tired of just how this was working. Now we're running pretty decent as far as frames are concerned. I was sitting here staring at this thing while it was working, and my FPS was dropping anywhere from, well, it's not great right now considering that it's flopping around all over the place, but that 20 some odd drop when it's sitting there working on stuff, it was going clear down to 5 and then back up, and down to 5 and back up, because apparently it's a very CPU or FPS intensive thing to try to have to run that plant harvester to harvest trees. So it has been perfect. Actually, the world is nice and smooth now. Things are loading and everything else is working. So like always, some people it works just fine and some people it doesn't work at all. This computer, it seems to like Optifine just as much as anything else does. So I thought that was a sapling. I don't want to be losing saplings. Anyhow, let's go play with what we're going to do today. Today in here, again, since we have a decent amount of wood, I want to build a small little wood processing kind of factory thing right here. I know it's kind of silly, but it is mentioned in the actual quest book. We'll be looking at this very shortly too. If we're lucky sometime today, we'll be doing this. But let's see, back to where is it? Becoming an engineer. I want to look at the sawmill, and I want to build a automating system with an assembler so that we can make automatically or automate the production of treated wood, because treated wood is still a royal pain in the butt to make, because you have to craft it with a bucket or you have to craft it in an assembler. So we're going to do that today. The first thing I think I want to do is we're going to go ahead and build the sawmill probably right over here on this side, and then we're going to build our treated wood facility thingy right here. I have no idea how much I want to store, but I just want to have something to where all I have to do is just come over here, grab several stacks of the stuff, like maybe we'll just drop down a like one of these shulker boxes or a crate or something, and just dump it next to that thing, turn it on, let it fill it up, and then, you know, allow me to do whatever, because we're going to be using treated wood for some of these buildings, some of the floors, some of the ceilings, maybe some of the walls, and I need to be able to have it. So let's take a nap real fast, and then we'll get on with today's episode, if I can find a spot to take a nap. Okay, onwards and upwards. Let's start with the sawmill. I had to laugh about this right here. That's a funny statement. Anyhow, sawmill. Sawmill is going to be a machine that takes logs and turns them into planks. It will also make stripped logs without the, if you take the saw blade out of it, it will make strip logs. So we're going to maybe test a little bit of this. I'm not planning on using strip logs for much of anything because we're doing things, but anyhow, let's see. We need to do selection mode. We need to go to the, where is it? Assembler should be down here, right? There it is. Okay, check. Thank you. All right, this is a pretty decent sized machine too, so I'm hoping actually it's going to work in here nicely. Do I have any more of those bricks on us? This is going to be bigger than I thought it would be. I'm going to have to rework some of this, possibly, but we'll see here. Let's see. All right, we need... I want to make sure we're off the wall a little bit, so like that. No. That's a big machine. Wow. I might have to go like this direction a little bit just to get this assembler in here. Man, I guess there's no reason why we can't just do some kind of cool thing on the side of this. Huh. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. I should have all the stuff we need. I need this because there was some of this in it. So let's plunk all this stuff down and build us a sawmill so we can see how well this works. Where is your other thing we need? We need the one that has the... Oh, no. Oh, there they are. I was going to say, oh, no, where are they? There they are. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and plop this down. We got a couple of these. And scaffolding. And light engineering blocks and heavy engineering block. Redstone. Belt. That. No, that's not what goes there. That is one of these and then some more of those, right? Is that everybody? All right, let's see what this does. So if we click on that block right there, that should open up and give us the sawmill. That's cool. Do that so that it's not doing anything there. Cool. All right. That's a pretty cool little model. What is this going to look like? How I work? Oh, the blade just goes right there. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. We need to get some power. Where is the power? Power is going to be over here. Let's just go ahead for the moment and time. I need my engineer's toolbox and this, and we're going to go ahead and grab one of those for the minute. And I guess I need to get something going for this thing. So let's put it right. Let's put it right there. Where are we at? Right there? There. We'll just put it right there for now. And go one more, and then we can put the arm down. And where is all of our stuff? It's in here. Connector, 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 fun stuff and everything. There we go. We need that, and where did the wire go? There it is. That to, we'll just hook it to that one for right now. I'm going to have to rework this for sure. We're going to end up building, there'll be a little building like this, kind of something like that around this, and then we'll end up just bringing the power into it. But I want to see this thing work. I bet you if I stand on that when I power it up, it hurts me. Heh. Probably. Yeah, I knew it. Now, I wonder, I do know that these saw blades will eventually wear out, so let's go see if we have any wood over here we can grab. No, it's moving away faster than I can get a hold of it. Fine, I'll grab some of those and see what this does. So we should probably just throw this on here. Did it do the whole stack? Holy cow, hang on a minute. We have a mess. We have a mess. I don't want you. Or something. Come on, we need to get some room in your inventory so you can kind of play around with it. Wow. Did it do the whole... No, it didn't. What happened? I don't want your sawdust. I actually need to go get a trash can specifically for that. I need a trash can for that, for now. Trash can, please give me, thank you. We're not going to care about the sawdust. Why is it stuck in the thing? So is it one at a time? Okay. Huh. Wow, that's really... really good. One log. 6 planks. Beautiful. Love it. All right, let's work on the next section then. We're going to put this away and this away and this away. And I think I can actually put a few more of these other things away. Where is my redstone blocks? That one right there. I need to put this cable away because it's driving me up the wall. And you can go in there. Thank you. All right, so the assembler part of this is going to be basically, we're going to put it over here, and hopefully we can figure out a way to get this to hook up and actually work nicely. So, projector, click, assembler, go. I don't think I've shown this on camera yet. I mean, I know we've built I've built a couple at least in the rest of the base, and I think I want it to face that way. Right about there, maybe. Is that enough room to walk around these two? Yes. Okay, cool. Nothing else we can move it over or whatever. We'll come up with some kind of design for this little building when we get to that point, but this shouldn't be that hard to do. These are actually pretty simple, so we just need a couple more, not that scaffolding, this scaffolding. And then, is it that? Did I put that stuff away? Yes, I did. Give me my thing. That, right there. All right, so sheet metal, sheet metal, sheet metal, sheet metal, sheet metal. What are we wrong on? There it goes. No. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then it's sheet metal on top, and then we've got some half slabs of this sheet metal. It's being weird, so it's fine. It's okay. I was trying to remember what we need to do. We need to do this, and then we need to grab those, and there should be one here, here, here. Nope. Can you not, please? Thank you. That. Right? I think. Oh, I know why it's mad at me. I know exactly why it's mad at me. We need to get some conveyor belts. Where did they go? There they are. We need to do this. And if I remember, I want the output to be on this side. No. What did I do wrong? It is a full block, right? Yeah, it's a full block. There it goes. All right. I might move that back a little bit. But what we can do with this now is we can take the creosote that's sitting right up there and pipe it into that assembler, which is the beauty of this whole thing. And we can then deal with the fact that I don't have to worry about buckets anymore. So we'll just bring this over here. Whoops. And is it clear of the side? Yes. We have to clear that hole right there so that we can get to it. And I actually think I want to do something as well. Let's see. Before we get too silly here, I want to do this. I want a valve. I think I can make one of those, and I want to make one of these. Thank you. And I want to put that right there. I think. And then I want to get a lever. And we're just going to put that right on the side of that right there and shut that off. It should have already filled it anyway, or may not have. See, we're still kind of fooling around with a couple of things over there. So we're going to have to see whether or not this is going to do what we need it to do. That might have been the wrong way. Hang on. Do I have to place it a specific direction? Where did you go? Hello? Oh, there it is. That way. I think, maybe, you should be filling up with stuff. Well, I need to sleep. Let's go figure this out. All right, let's go look over here. I should have this ready to go. It should be functioning. Yeah. Unless I screwed up and didn't get the pipe all the way where it needed to go. So we got a full line all the way over to there. Pipe to there, pipe up, pipe in, pipe around. It's over there. Through. Why is this not working? Because it should be filling one of these up, unless it wants power first. We'll go ahead and plop some power on it then. Go. No. So if I do... Okay, power's on. Why are we not getting creosote? You. There we go. Okay, cool. So if I need power... All right, nice. Got creosote, got stuff. All right, so if we grab some of those logs, or we just grab some of the stuff that we already own, which is planks of some semblance, we should have a couple of those. If I just do this, and then I come in here and I say, I want you to do dark oak logs in such a fashion with a bucket of creosote, creosote oil, there, it will make treated wood planks. And if I just toss those in there, it will automatically make those for us now so that we have them to do whatever we need to do, and we can use up some of this creosote oil. So that's awesome. Again, what we can do with that then is I can connect this to that if I really felt like it, and then that thing will then feed in what it needs to feed in, and all I have to do there is grab like one of these and put stuff in it. And if we grab some of this stuff and maybe some of that scaffolding here, let's see if we can make this kind of work. It might not, actually. Can I put this right here? Good. Yeah, I think that'll work. So then there. Something kind of like this, maybe? I know it's going to look kind of janky, but we can definitely kind of clean it up a little bit with a few of these. So there. And again, I do not care about the sawdust at this point. I think we can use it for like making paper or something like that, but right now I'm not worried about it. Actually, we probably should look at it, but whatever. All right, the only other problem is going to be getting stuff out of these things, which is going to be kind of done fairly simply with some of the stuff that we just got. So let's do this. We're going to do this, and I want 2 of those, and let's see, 2 levers again, a couple of nice little levers, lever, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, plus some parts. I really like these things, so I keep doing this. But then we can do this. Don't step on the thing. It might bite you. Where did they go? Did I even craft them? How come I can't? Oh, there they are. Man, when you're looking for one thing and you're not quite sure you're seeing it, there you go. Anyhow, we can do this. We can do that. And as things come in here, we can do other stuff. So we can take those. Again, I can just grab one of those boxes, drop it on here, and if I take another box, let's see, where is our controller, our remote control thingy here, and do that again. If I need to make some more stuff, I can just grab one of these, plunk it right in the face of this, right there, and then put wood in here, and out will come the treated wood stuff. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of that. I think I should have a log or 2 hanging out in here. Yep, let's just grab that many and let's test this. You can do that. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. Here comes the wood. And all I have to do for the spruce wood is do the exact same thing. Just come in here and have it work. So it's going to slowly make that and then put it in here. The cool thing about these things, guys, if you don't know, is if you're building things, or if you're building something that requires multiple iterations or multiple crafts to get from one to the other, like you can build torches, or you can build things, just silly little things like that. These will recursively craft. So if you have something in here, it basically, it'll take the first recipe, craft it here first, then use whatever it came out of this section here to craft the next thing, and continue on down through the rest of it. But that's going to be how we're going to get rid of a bunch of the creosote oil, because we're going to need a bunch of treated wood. Holy cow. I forget, it's 6 stacks of wood. Wow. That's so good. Cool. Awesome. Well, that's kind of exactly what I wanted to get done for right now. So we'll pick all this up, put it away. And then I'm going to have to start thinking about how I'm going to design this little bitty building. So I guess, guys, it's going to be a little short of an episode. I wasn't really planning on being that short. So next, we can do a little talking, I guess. That's fine. Excuse me. Next episode, we're going to work a little bit more with this mess. I have been crafting a little bit of the, what is it called? Come on, brain. Come on. Well, I'll show you in a second. I have been crafting the graphite dust from extreme reactors, because we did finally get a bit of the stuff. Part of that whole deal, the charcoal, all that kind of stuff. The reasoning why we did the charcoal right there, the reasoning why we're going to worry about other stuff is because we're going to start being able to do a little bit more things with extreme reactors. Now, due to some of the goofiness that has been going on with the power, we're going to have to kind of think around the limitations that are these HV wires, because that's how we're going to have to do things. I may end up having to run another line in order to be able to do what we want to do. I mean, at this point, we're only making, 8,000 RF a tick. And we are going to have to either continually build more of these things, which we can do, or we're going to have to move forward with the reactors. And if we're going to move forward with the reactors, we're going to have to pay attention to this wiring. So since I did the changes to those capacitors, I've not burnt a wire since that happens. I mean, I've been in here for a good couple hours this morning messing around, and they haven't burnt. So it's just immersive engineering being immersive engineering. It's stupid. There should be no way it can possibly do that, but it did it anyway. So anyhow, I think for that, guys, we're going to give it up for the day. I'm going to start prepping for next episode, because we're going to have a lot of building to do, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.